the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry, call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that was going to work in their favor. They played all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. To return is Taylor. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. Leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Jones. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. From the 36, Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Finding room at midfield. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jones on first down. He's going up top for Taylor. And this is caught inside the 5. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason. And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. 1 second remaining in the first half. They'll call the timeout. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off-play action, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete there to Thomas. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. That's complete to Toney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jonathan Taylor. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 25 on second down, Jones. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Back to throw again. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Taylor. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. To throw is Jones. pressure, and they got to him again. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Jones. He gets this one to Boyd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Jones. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Taylor, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple, and here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all in.